Hello there, and thank you for joining us on the latest edition of YES101's Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I am Theruni Karunaratna. As always, we start off with news here at home. The Secretary-General of Parliament has officially notified the National Election Commission of Sri Lanka of a parliamentary vacancy following the resignation of National List MP Dr. Harshana Surya Peruma. In a letter to the Commission, Parliamentary Secretary-General Kushani Rohanadira confirmed that Dr. Surya Peruma, who represented the National People's Power and also served as Deputy Minister of Finance and Planning, tendered his resignation from Parliament. The Election Commission stated that in response, it will formally request the General Secretary of the National People's Power to nominate a suitable candidate to fill the now vacant National List seat. Now, Dr. Surya Peruma stepped down from his parliamentary role yesterday to assume a new position as the Secretary to the Ministry of Finance. With that, let's move on to more local news. The Israeli Immigration Service has extended the visa period for Sri Lankan workers in Israel by 3 months in light of the ongoing conflict in the region. Now, according to the Sri Lankan Bureau of Foreign Employment, or SLBFE, multiple visa categories, including general employment visas, expiring after the 12th of June, have been extended until the 30th of September. Now, this applies to both Sri Lankans and other foreign nationals who are residing in Israel. Currently, around 20,000 Sri Lankan workers are employed in Israel. The SLBFE confirmed that the Sri Lankan embassy in Israel continues to closely monitor the situation as well as their safety and well-being. The Bureau also stated that if the conflict escalates any further, the government is prepared to repatriate these Sri Lankan workers. Those who have already applied to return are being brought back via alternative routes through other countries. Now, in the meantime, the SLBFE has also temporarily suspended the deployment of new Sri Lankan workers to Israel until the security situation stabilizes in the country. Let's move on to international news.
International news.
In international news, allow me to shift your attention to South Korea. South Korea's Trade Minister Yo Han-koo will visit the United States from the 22nd of June to the 27th amid intensifying concerns over the impact of US tariffs on the country's economy. Now, the visit will include discussions with US Trade Representative Jamieson Greer and the third round of bilateral technical discussions as well. The two countries began trade talks in April, with Seoul seeking a path to slash the stiff tariffs that US President Donald Trump is angling to impose. Up next is sports news.
Sports news.
And in sports, it's cricket. Teenage batter Sam Constas has vowed to take a more conventional approach than in his early test appearances for Australia after earning a recall to the team that will face the West Indies in the two nations' first test in Bridgetown from Wednesday. The 19-year-old has been drafted into the side to replace opener Marnus Labuschagne, having made headlines with his outlandish shot selection and rapid scoring during his debut against India in Melbourne in the Boxing Day Test. And that is a wrap of this edition of YES101's Visual Radio. I'm Theruni Karunaratna. Thank you for joining us this time, and do stay tuned with News First for more of the very latest.